Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you all of my Balisongs and sharing my journey in this hobby, as it was marked by the different Balisongs that I acquired. I will also let you know whether or not I would recommend buying each Bali, so stay tuned for that. This was actually the first butterfly knife that I flipped, and it was the only one that I flipped for many years. I built this over a decade ago. I don't remember exactly when, but I came across a YouTube video that gave some instructions for how to make a Lego butterfly knife. I adapted it. I think I changed the blade. Everything else might have been like the exact same. I know it used this specific piece, which was pivotal for this design. I did learn some basic tricks on this, but I didn't get very far with it. I would definitely take it out and flip it for a little bit and then put it back away every once in a while. And I took it back out in 2020 because I came across Will Hirsch's videos, which leads me to the next butterfly knife. This is a knife that Will Hirsch made the video about the $30 trainer. Before I came across Will Hirsch's channel, I never thought about getting an actual butterfly knife, which is kind of funny because I enjoyed the Lego one so much. But after seeing his video about the Andex trainer, this one, he convinced me to get it. And I'm really glad I did. I would say that I really started flipping once I got this in August of 2020. Nowadays, I really don't flip this one anymore because compared to the other Balisongs, this one definitely is not very enjoyable to flip. It's actually cut me before, the stainless steel, and it's a little rough. I did try sanding it a little bit, but it still just doesn't feel great, and it's really loud and clanky. It may sound like I hate it. It's not the case. It was really great. I'm very glad that I got it. I actually love this one so much that I got another one for a friend, and he really enjoyed it until it broke. But yeah, I don't really flip it anymore. I eventually stopped flipping for quite a while, but in January 2022, after watching Will Hirsch's channel again, I was back into flipping. I knew I wanted something better than this one, and I was watching Will Hirsch's video where him and Brandon unboxed Amazon Balisongs, and they mentioned a couple that were better than this one because they were comparing it to this one. And so I actually got this Marcola one, which is one of the ones that they liked more than the Andex, but they actually recommended the Nibali's G10 one the most. I didn't get that one because I thought the blade was really ugly, but I got this one because I really like the blade on it a lot more. Funny thing is though, they actually sent me the wrong blade. This was not the one in the picture, so that's, you know, not very cool. But anyway, this one actually flips pretty well. Nowadays, even with all of the ones I have, I still come back to this one every so often to flip it. Mostly just to get a different experience, but it's not a bad experience. I do like how tightly it chaplains, which is cool. The thing that I don't like is that this blade, this part, if this was just a little bit smoother, it would make the chaplains more comfortable. Because as it is now, the chaplains kind of hurt. Even though I like this one way more than the Andex one now, at the time, I actually flipped the Andex one probably more, as much as the Marcola one. I think part of that was because I learned so many tricks on this Balisong. I would pick this one up to learn new tricks because, you know, that's what I learned all the tricks on. So would I recommend this one? Well, the listing that I bought this one off of in 2022 isn't up anymore, though they have, Marcolo has a lot of ones that look very much like this, though with different blades on Amazon. Honestly, I would say just be careful because you might not get what you think is in the picture. But as far as this specific knife goes, it's honestly not bad. Though I would say if you can afford it, of course, just get an aluminum one because there's a bunch of them on Amazon now. Overall, I definitely would say that this is better than the Andex one, though I have, of course, heard that the Nibali's G10 is better. Now, the next Balisong that I got in October 2022 was the Volp. I'm sure you've seen this one if you've seen my channel before because it's been in like every video. But I remember just the first basic open, and I knew that this was on another level compared to these types of Balisongs that I had. The Volp costs like 3 times as much as these, but honestly, and it's so worth it. It's where I would say, like, if you can afford the Volp and you think that you'd really be into flipping, I would say, like, just get the Volp. Don't bother with the $20, you know, stainless steel and G10 types of Balisongs. $65 is really cheap for Balisongs, like a good quality one. But I can understand where that would be expensive if you don't really know if you're really going to be into this hobby or not. And so that's where I can totally understand, like, getting a something like the Andex one or getting like the Nibali's G10. That definitely makes sense. Now, the only thing I really don't like about the Volp is the chaplains don't feel super sticky like that. Sometimes it still does fly off my finger, but you can still do chaplains on it just fine. Just maybe not as tight of chaplains as I would prefer. But other than that, I gotta say, yeah, the Volp is great. Definitely, I would say, is my favorite Balisong that I have. I've been flipping it so much since I got it. I haven't taken a break from flipping since October. And I even started a YouTube channel, which you're watching right now, because I enjoyed flipping this so much. And well, yeah, when I got it, I just started learning even more tricks and combos and making my own tricks. And it's just been really great. So the next Balisong in my collection is the BB Firefly V2. Now this is actually the Balisong that I won from a giveaway from Brandon from Balisong Flipping about a month ago. And I would say it's really awesome, yeah, getting to have another really good quality Balisong to flip and practice with and make videos with. I'm very thankful for that. But I will have to say now, yeah, spending more time with this knife, do I recommend it? I would not recommend it to a beginner, and partially because of the price and just it's a very unique flipping experience. And honestly, I would recommend that if you were interested in buying this, I would say try it out somewhere first, just because it is so unique. It is so like thick and chunky, and it's definitely something that I was going to say you either love it and hate it, but I definitely don't hate it. And I wouldn't say that I love it, but I do like it and I do enjoy it very much. I wish that the blade didn't look backwards to me and the handles were a little thinner, and then I think I would probably love it. But as it is, it definitely feels very durable. I mean, the tolerances are still really good. It feels really solid to flip. And here's my total collection.
Wow.
My overall recommendations for a beginner looking to get into flipping Balisongs would be to start out with anything that you can get your hands on, whether you're just borrowing a Bali from a friend or making your own out of Lego. If you're looking to buy your first Balisong, I would say just go right for a Volp or other good aluminum Bali that people recommend if you can. There are even cheaper options on Amazon now, like the Nibali's Lightning, which runs on washers. I haven't flipped it, but I have heard it's pretty good. If you aren't really sure if you'll stick with the hobby and something like the Volp seems expensive still, I would recommend getting one of the steel and G10 Balis on Amazon, like this Marcola one. I wouldn't get the Andex. I have heard that Nibali's G10 is better than these, so I would say get that one if you don't mind the look of the blade. Flipping the Volp overall is much more enjoyable for sure. But if you are flipping something like these, don't let that discourage you and keep from learning more advanced tricks and combos. You can still get better at flipping and learn lots of tricks, though certain tricks like say choker fanning will be easier to learn on something like the Volp. It doesn't mean that you can't learn it on something like this. Avoid these super cheap all steel Balisongs unless you just want to experiment with sharpening a trainer like I did, but even then it's probably not worth it. And of course, it's important to remember, just because a Balisong is more expensive does not mean that you will like it more. I do enjoy flipping the BB Firefly, but overall, I still enjoy the Volp more since it's more suitable to my preferences when it comes to flipping. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos, and thank you so much for subscribing. I wanted to make this Balisong collection and flipping journey video as a 500 subscriber milestone thank you video. I hope that you have enjoyed getting to see my collection. It has been so cool getting to read your comments, that my videos have been genuinely helpful to you. Whether it was to learn a new trick, finally get one down that you've been trying, or just having fun learning a new combo. Thank you so much. And if you haven't yet, you definitely don't want to miss out on learning this fun combo.